Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me again today. My name is Kemi and I'm here to help you communicate in the best way possible so that you can get the results that you actually need. Today, on this special edition of Words to Delete from your dictionary, we'll be focusing on the words and phrases you should stop using in your interaction with clients. Communication with clients can be difficult. There are some times that the clients are just hard to reason with, and it just takes a lot out of you. However, no matter the circumstance, there are just some things that are not okay for you to say. And we will run through 5 of them very quickly in this video. Number 1, telling a client it's not my job. This usually happens when there is a big team in an organization and then the person that picks the call, maybe for some reason, they are not the direct people that should solve the problem. And then they tell the client, it's not my job. Please, do not ever do that. Because you are working as an organization, it doesn't matter to the client if you are the direct person to do the work or not. All the client cares about is, I want my problem to be solved. So you telling the client it's not your job means that you are absolving yourself of responsibility and you are painting your organization as a disorganized one. So instead of saying that, how about you let the client know that their complaint has been noted and you will get back to them as soon as possible. And when you get off the phone or the conversation, internally, you inform the person whose job it is to do that. There's no reason for you to tell the client that it's not your job. It sounds then that you are not interested, you are just there because you are paying you a salary. And then you leave the client with a poor impression of you and with the organization. So please, stop telling the client that it's not your job. Because as a member of that organization, it is everybody's job to ensure that the client's needs are met. Number 2, telling the client, I don't know. The client complains about something that is related to your organization or your business. And because for some reason you don't have the information, you say, I don't know. Leaves a very poor impression. Again, it's not the expression of a team player. It doesn't matter if you are not the direct person to do it or you don't have the answer to that issue. Instead of telling the client, I don't know, how about you tell the client, I don't have the information at this time. Let me look into this for you and I'll come back to you. And you actually look into it and come back to the customer. Please let the era of making dead promises to clients, let it stop. If you commit to a client that you're going to do something, then do it. But don't tell the client, I don't know. Because the client will be wondering, are you not part of the organization? So why are you talking to me? And the client just gets aggravated. So please, let's absolutely stop doing that. Number 3, answering the client with one-word answers. Yes, no. So the client is making an inquiry and saying something like, I am at this location and I would like you to deliver at this time. Do you deliver to this location? And all you say is no. You don't offer any alternatives. You don't let the client know that, okay, this is actually our opening time. You don't let the client know that, okay, this is possible. Or all you say is yes, and you leave it at that. Those one-word answers to clients, particularly when it is clear that the client is expecting more detail, is actually really upsetting. So don't do that. It's such a lazy approach. It means that you don't really care. You just want the client to get off the phone. Remember that you are representing a company and you are trying to get this person to not only pay for your services, but to also come back and to also refer other people. So imagine if you had a need, an important need, that someone was just telling you, yes, no, without more. You would be frustrated. Put yourself in the shoes of the customer and be willing to help. You must be willing to assist the customer to solve their problem. And the way to do it is not by giving them one-word answers to their inquiries. Number 4, telling the client to take their business elsewhere. Usually, people would say that sort of thing when maybe the client has made a threat, the client is upset, and you just feel like, this one zone is even too much self. Can you just go away? No, that's not a good thing to do. And what you must always bear in mind that the experience you give the customer is what they will relate to other people. So under no circumstance must you let the client know that, tell the client that they should take their business elsewhere. It might be possible that you actually just do not want that business. Maybe it's not in line with what you do, or you just estimate that it will be too stressful. It's better for you to let the client know the things that you can and cannot do, and let the client take that decision themselves to take their business someplace else. But if you expressly tell the client, I'm not interested in your business, what that means is you don't appreciate the client's time, you don't want the client's money, and you feel like you are doing the client a favor. And that should never be the case. Now, it's not an excuse for you to say, oh, it's my sales representatives that are saying this. I, as the owner of the business, I'm not the one that is saying this. Bear in mind that whatever your salespeople do is what your company has done, because they are representatives of your organization. So make sure that they are well trained and they know not to use this sort of phrases. And finally, name calling. Oh my gosh. Insulting the client, calling them names because you are annoyed, and saying all sorts of mean things to them. It's better for you to end a conversation and let the client know, I can do this or I cannot do that. And for you to engage in an exchange of words with the client. Please let those forms of communication die. Let us not allow our emotions get in the way. Because remember that you are not working in your personal capacity. You are representing a brand. It is extremely important that you are always representing that brand. Do not ever let things degenerate to the point where you are insulting a client. It should never be heard of in your business, because those type of things never end well. The person will share their experience. If it was in writing, that's even worse. And then the person will circulate it. And your potential customers have heard, they've formed an opinion about you already, and that's the end of potential business. It really is not worth the effort that you put in. And this is not me failing to understand that there are clients that can be difficult. But under no circumstance will it ever be okay for you to call your client names. I hope you have learned a thing or two. I would like you to think back to your business, to your engagement with clients. And if there are any of these expressions that you use consistently, it is time to bring them to an end, a permanent end. I wish you absolute success with your business, and I hope you continue to communicate carefully to gain the results that you desire. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.